I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Just Justin. Get going, Cole.
We are once again going to handle the task of figuring out where Solo goes on the list of the Bestish Movies of 2018.
We're once again figuring out where Solo goes.
Well, we're figuring out where a movie goes. This time it's Solo. A Star Wars story. Ding.
That's what Solo stands for. Sick reference.
They're weird A Star Wars story titles. Still not a fan of it, 2 movies in. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna do the initial paddling, where we will each reveal where we think the movie should go, and then talk about why. And we will then decide where it goes on the list as a group, and we will place it there. And that's it. That's what we do.
That's the show. And you can hang up.
You can hang up.
You can hang up.
You can close it. You can
Whatever.
go to a different site. You can do something. Anyways, let's
Whatever. Battle.
let's get into this. Did you want to go first, or should I start and go down the line that way?
There. I gave it this. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, a 5, the Undiscovered Country.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
So
Star
5.
Wars reference. The Undiscovered Country.
Yes, it is. Very good.
Legit.
It's definitely a Star Wars reference.
So
So why?
well, I think Ready Player One was a little bit more entertaining. It's more interesting stuff going on in that movie than this pretty standard movie that I just saw. But I will say that it was a nice budget summer movie, which I think put a little bit above Game Night, even though I really did like Game Night. That was a fun movie, but this is the summer action. Summer movies. It's got that summer movie charm. So there you go.
This is the first time Star Wars has been in the summer in like 15 years or something, man.
I have no idea.
I'm just saying there hasn't been a Star Wars movie in the summer since the prequels.
Well, that didn't alter my.
I know, I'm just saying,
mood,
you kept saying it was a summer movie. I was just like, well, yeah, but they haven't been for a while.
And now they are. So
Now they're back to the summer until the next one.
Until the next one isn't.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Until the return of JJ. That's what they should subtitle it. Star Wars: The Return of JJ.
But they won't.
No.
Okay.
I gave it
A 3.
a good 3.
You gave it a 3? You want to place it at 3?
I'll place it at 3.
Ah.
Yeah.
Why?
I've always really been a Star Wars fan, but honestly, in the past, some years, they've kind of disappointed me a lot.
And not just The Last Jedi, right?
Not just The Last
I
Jedi.
just want to make sure that's clear.
But
Because a lot of people were disappointed there.
But essentially, I just kind of every now and then they come out with a movie that kind of just revitalizes more of my hope for my enjoyment of the series.
Would you say it was a New Hope?
No, not hope.
Undiscovered Country.
My interest. No, because it's not really a part of the series. This one's more of a Rogue One.
I mean, when Rogue One came out, a bunch of people complained, was this movie really need to be made and everything like that?
And it
fair
did.
point,
None of them need to
didn't.
be made.
But I still enjoyed it because it was a different take than it's just a side story. I always really enjoyed side stories, and this was just an interesting story of Han and how he kind of became Han Solo and what he's done.
Someone wrote it on a paper.
Exactly, and I enjoyed it. I did a good job. It could have been more ridiculous, but it wasn't.
Could add more Lando.
Yeah,
Well,
it had more Lando.
yeah, sure.
Where's that? I want. Sign me up for that.
I want a sequel just to see more.
They might do it.
Yeah.
They're talking about making a Lando.
Lando, a Calrissian story.
I would like to see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right, Brandon.
We all agree.
Oh wait, hold on. Kit didn't mention anything about Black Panther.
Oh.
Or
Yeah, you didn't really. You just described what you thought about the movie, not why it was any better or worse. Than
Sorry.
those movies.
the point.
The where I was going with the revitalization.
We get it. You liked the movie. but you didn't
Feelings
love
for
it.
the Star Wars thing was supposed to say that kind of trumped Black Panther with.
The Star Wars love.
Yeah, that's what really kicked it above Black Panther. Otherwise, I probably would have put it probably just above Ready Player One, or rather where Ready Player One is. Because
okay. So you
it fed that nerd.
You would have went one less, but you
Yeah.
in the end, I guess because it's Star Wars, thought it was better than Black Panther.
Yes.
Well, I know people that put Star Wars in places that maybe they don't deserve because they're Star Wars. Brandon, what did you put?
I knew where you were going. I knew where you were going with that.
What did you put Solo? A Star Wars story.
I put Solo, a Star Wars story, at 2. I put it at 2.
Fucking call.
You ruined the surprise, but yes, I put it at 2.
Well, I knew you were. It wasn't one quality. But
if
Kit gave it a 3,
I'm
you were gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think Avengers is the end-all be-all amazing movie that some people say it is either.
It's
truthfully, I haven't loved any movie I've seen this year. I've really liked a lot of them. Haven't loved any of them. And this is like that. I really like this movie, but I didn't love it.
Why didn't you love it?
Well, that doesn't have to do with the list, but why I didn't...
Or, I was gonna say, why didn't you love it more than Avengers?
Oh, why? Okay, well, I think Avengers has a few more grander, important seeming moments. I think this one has some cool moments, but I don't think it has the... I think we said this a lot in the Avengers review, the epic feeling of Avengers, and I felt those kind of lacking. And again, it's a lot of shit combined into one. This is like going back and looking at something. You know, it's not a everything converging point. It's a over here we have this story. So it loses something because of that. But again, I haven't loved any movie this year, so it's not like Avengers will be my number 1 for the rest of the year. I highly doubt it. I hope so. I mean, like, I hope something else takes over, because I hope to actually love a movie this year. That'd be great.
Your heart is dead.
Yeah, maybe I just, like, have died inside or something, and now I can't love
I've got that
movies.
feeling. I'm just looking for things that are so good I just want to rub my genitals on.
Yeah, I did think it was...
The movie was called Mom and Dad.
I think it was better than Deadpool, though, because...
Not gonna rub my genitals on Mom and Dad, Josh.
But anyways, I think it was better than Deadpool 2 because Deadpool 2 in the last week has dropped a little for me. Like, I liked it more last week when we first saw it than I do now. I still really like it.
So it kind of wore off a little bit?
Well, just after you think about things a little more, like, really, the whole movie doesn't need to be done. Like, in the end, they kind of ruin the point of the entire movie. Things like that kind of get to you more as you think about it over the course of a week. So, I don't want to spoil Deadpool 2 in this video because you didn't come here for that, but... Yeah, it's just Deadpool
that video to find out.
And I started to see some of the flaws with like the way certain things were done or set up or handled. Those kind of got to me more, and this might go down to my feelings on it later. But actually, it's the second time I've seen it, and I think I liked it better this time than I did the first time, to be honest. Because I guess maybe I didn't have as much.
There's no space Leia.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean that's why this is better than The Last Jedi, or No Canto Bite, and even though there was gambling. So they managed to pull off gambling better than the Saga movie.
They did gambling better, and it turns out you didn't need a huge prequel style.
No, you didn't need a prequel style.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they pulled off gambling pretty well. Actually, Disney has removed all the Star Wars slot machines from casinos.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
No, that's me being disappointed. I love playing those slot machines.
Thanks for that interesting tidbit.
Yeah.
Kit just needs to get down to the Potawatomi.
Yeah.
Be great. I mean, like, I
anyways. So yeah, I really like this movie though. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff. I appreciate the fact that they legitimize more of the canon than most of the current Star Wars movies to me. There's a lot of stuff from the cartoon series and, all sorts of ancillary canon references in this movie that I was surprised to see, and I appreciated that along with the fact that it was pulled off, most of it. I think Bradford Young is still an awesome cinematographer, so liked the way everything looked, even though this was a much darker movie than most Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
I will say, I saw it in 3D on Thursday. I would say don't see it in 3D because it really doesn't work because it's too dark. So it's too dark a movie for 3D.
Like
so
at the beginning
You don't want
I was
Clint
like-
Howard coming at you in 3D.
Yeah, I like the Clint Howard thing. I liked a lot of the little like jabs and references and stuff.
Well, it's a Ron Howard movie.
Charming little
Clint
thing.
was showing up.
Well, yeah, and they had announced already that he was going to be in it.
Oh,
It's just we didn't know what his role was or anything. So,
Creepy looking dude.
Yeah.
as always,
He doesn't even need makeup.
yeah.
Put him in makeup. He was
yeah,
creepy
I don't
as a
need-
child.
He didn't wear makeup on set. That was just like, he got
I
off
think-
Ron's couch and just went around.
But I think they pulled it off, considering all the problems this movie had behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I think they did a
They had
good job
problems
of.
behind the scenes. I heard about this.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, what happened?
Are you sure?
Lord and Miller were supposed to direct this movie.
What was that?
The guys who did the Lego movie and 21 Jump Street.
Oh, what happened?
They made an ad-lib movie that didn't follow the script at all, and Lucasfilm eventually found out like 70% of the way through it and went, "We're taking this movie from you. Hey, Ron Howard, would you like to come and finish this movie for us?"
Damn.
I thought there was somebody else in between. That.
And they were also, I guess, making it a broad comedy instead of an actual Star Wars movie. Like, they were going really far with the comedy, and everything was ad-libbed. Like, they weren't caring about the script. And Lawrence Kasdan, this is his last Star Wars script he's making. He's retiring after this. I mean, he is the one who's written, he co-wrote Force Awakens, he co-wrote, like, Empire, Jedi, you know, like, not Last Jedi, but, because that wasn't a very good one, so. But he's written most of the better ones. Like, his dialogue, he is the voice of Han Solo more than anyone in the scripts. And he wrote this with his son, and this is his last go-around. He said, "I'm retiring after this, I just wanted to write Han Solo one more time, and then, if my son wants to take over, that's fine, but otherwise I'm retired." So, they were kind of trashing on his script. As far as I understand, Lord Miller were ignoring his script, and it's his last go around, and so they were like, this isn't working out. So yeah, that's the gist of it. There's much more. Look online, you can see all sorts of articles and theories and
these
rumors.
people on the internet have already known all
This is, yeah,
is the
this is just how I understand it, as what
Look it up,
happened. So
Maybe you didn't know about it.
yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't on set. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but the chances are probably everyone knew about it.
Yeah, I even knew about it.
If Brian was here, I feel like everyone would.
Well, I don't think everybody did, but I think people who pay attention to like online fandom stuff or whatever. I think-
Or visit news sites.
Yeah, like-
entertainment news sites.
yeah, entertainment news sites.
I do every now and then, but
Apparently, you just haven't in the last like 13 months.
Well, I, don't-
Yeah,
I probably,
the last
I probably
year.
didn't click that specific story.
Trouble on Solo. Being a big Star Wars fan, you would ignore any stories about Star Wars.
Yeah.
He said he's been down on it recently, though. Anyways,
All right, now
so
it
there you
all-
go.
It all comes together.
We got quite the assortment of scores here, of
2, 5, and
placements.
3.
Yeah, so mathematically we're looking at a 3.
Yeah.
Any major objections that we're gonna freak out about or try to convince anyone otherwise?
No, you're right. I haven't loved any movie either. So.
Yeah, it's not like there's something I love that's like at 5. Right?
I mean,
Like,
other than
what
Mom
the
and Dad,
fuck?
slowly slipping further down the list.
It's a good movie. No, I don't think any of these movies are bad except The Commuter.
Well, I can still watch Mom and Dad and possibly put it above some movies.
All right. Well. All right.
So there you go. I'm gonna go put it on there. All right, so there you go. Solo, Star Wars Story coming in at 3 on our list of the best movies of 2018. 3 of the top 4 are Disney. I just wanted to state that because they're really just taking everything over. And by this time next year, all 4 of the top 4 could be Disney. So, yeah, Disney runs the world, guys. So there you go. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to.
Was Ready Player One a Disney movie?
No, that's the first time we're not. I said the top 4. I
Was
said
Deadpool
3 of the
2
top.
a Disney movie?
No,
Could
it's
be
not.
this time
It
next
could be
year.
Disney.
Yeah.
I thought that was now.
not
Well, it's not finalized, no. But according
also
to
stuff.
what I've heard, it still is
Is
likely.
The Commuter a Disney movie?
No.
Maybe.
No, I think we've nailed every Disney movie so far.
Whoa.
Is Mom and Dad a Disney movie?
Yes.
We'll see in a couple of weeks where Incredibles 2 lands on this
I'm not a
list.
fan of that ampersand.
Anyways, be sure to comment below. Tell us where you would put Solo Star Wars Story.
Smash that like button.
Tell
Smash
us.
that bell button.
There you go. Tell us why we're wrong, all that kind of stuff. And
You just drew an 8.
I don't know how to do an ampersand myself.
yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed this. And yeah,
Until then, find your own ways of resisting boredom.
you can do that.